We're interview 154. My special guest tonight is a bestie because I knew her in the very beginning when a salon was in her eye, with a glimmer in her eye, and she opened up the door. I saw her at the summit, and she said, "Someday, Michael, I want to be on Facebook Live with you." Tonight, man, the dream comes true. I was talking to her. She says, "There's 2 or 3 other people in my house that want to be on too." I said, "All right, let's put them on the radar." Emily. Emily Clymer. Emily Clymer, she is the hairdresser extraordinary as well as the salon owner. It's a Summit Salon, a Perfect Hue Salon in Las Vegas. I refer to her as, another social digital Jedi specializing in consultation. She's the goal crusher. I mean, she's got it all together. And first of all, she's been on a heck of a roll. So she's, her first real year in biz, I think, was, 17, 18. If you look at the stats, 119, 171, 227, she is now trending to crush 400. So she's everything that a lot of small salon owners, the glimmer in their eye, and she's going to show you tonight where it's possible. I mean, look at the stats, you guys. Her average service ticket is $140. Her haircut price is $46. You do the math on that. That's over 3 times the sticker on that. Now we're calling it, products per client. She's running at a 0.68, which is a strong 20% RTS. Referrals at 38 referrals a month. This is her salon stats now. Salon total guest count is 223, but this is what I absolutely love about her. I think she's going to hit the Guinness Book of World Record because her new and referral guest count's hanging out at about 67%, like 2/3 of the guests that come into the salon are first-time guests, either referrals or new. She's rebooking 66% of them. So her guest growth factor is running at 133. That's a new metric that we're beginning to teach. This is just her salon, but no, wait, there's more because look at the product per client purchase. She, in 16, she's running at 0.36. She goes to 0.50, 0.55, 0.68. So the retail just continues to grow in spite of all of the whining narratives that, people can buy online. She is really teaching her people how to teach the guests to, get started on what they're using in the salon and be loyal to the salon. Then, no, wait, there's more. These are her stats because she works behind the chair. She was working behind the chair up till about 2 minutes ago when we brought her into the green room. Her, first year W-2, 46, 52, 72. This is what she earns, as on the same commission scale that she puts her people on. Level 4, 30-something. Her average service day is hanging out at about 600. Average service ticket, again, 147. She's running at about a 3.0. She is the referral rainmaker that she's so booked up now that there's a lot of people that are around her that she's feeding that. So she's doing it. And, no, wait, there's more. Rebooking at 86%. And her product per client rate is just under 1, like at 0.7. So she's on fire. She's going to tell you her story, so I'm not going to tell you a lot about it. Graduates 03 from high school and hair school, relocates in Vegas, is a sole proprietor, and uses that as an on-ramp for a Perfect Hue. And her summit coach, now she's a summit coach. She just graduated to be a summit coach, so if you're a small summit salon owner out there and you can identify, I would suggest you're going to want to get on her radar screen ASAP. Gavin Smith is her coach, by the way, and he's blowing it up like crazy as well. She is one of the social media innovators. So, iPhone 8 Plus, and for people in the salon as well, you need to follow her on a Perfect Hue. I mean, a Perfect Hue on both Instagram and Facebook are going to get you on her platforms. She has 679 followers on Instagram. The overwhelming majority of the referrals are coming to her from Google, Yelp, Instagram, Facebook. I mean, she is like social digital on steroids. So she's in the back. I'm going to bring her out. We're going to have her talk about her story, and then we're going to go to work. So pray that the Wi-Fi gods are behaving themselves tonight, guys, because if they are, and there she is right there. Why don't you give it up for Miss Emily? Did you hear me bragging on you?
I did. Thank you, Michael.
You're welcome. Emily Clymer. Did I get it? Did I finally get it right?
Yes.
All right. Well, listen. We just love to hear the story, and I love your story because I was with you on the very beginning of it. So, get us started and talk about what it was like before you kind of had this awakening and set the world on fire.
Well, I've followed you for years and years, and I've always gone to your classes, used your tracker, but never actually planned the day until I attended the summit. So that was a big game changer. I always wanted to teach. I became color certified, design certified, and just really wanted to give back. And then I found the summit and was able to grow a team and teach people how. So that was the most exciting. And then it's very uncomfortable to become, a salon owner and have employees and staff and learn how to do it. So
Yeah, and
getting uncomfortable.
I was with you on the front end of Summit, and then you signed up, you took Summit home with you, you got a coach, Gavin Smith, and that what sounded like that was one of a few key definable moments for you where it was like pouring nitro on a bonfire. Tell us what that was and what kind of difference that made for you.
Yeah, getting the coach changed everything. They really pushed me, and I'm one of the type of people that if you tell me what to do, I'll just follow it. I was lucky enough to hire my first stylist was actually someone who had worked for my business coach in his salon when he started Summit. So that was super lucky because she was able to see my vision and share it and help me create our team. And then, when we finally got our first 2 associates to graduate to level 1, which was pretty recently, it was just huge. And actually one just went to level 2 this week. So,
I follow you daily. So anytime there's a little movement in the salon, you show up on my radar. I think you're on 2 communities, and you started actually one of them. So we're continuously. So anytime someone's level jumping, anytime you're launching a promotion, I'm one of the first to hear. So that's been kind of fun. Now the other question, Emily, is like you're in a different place now than you were a year, certainly 2-3 years ago. What is that place, and how is your life different than it was before?
It's really nice having the systems in place and really feeling more organized and knowing what to do and scheduling everything out. It's finally nice to be breaking even and, within the numbers and knowing the budget and being comfortable with them. And then just seeing that we're actually going to get more successful and know where we're going. Our culture is really strong within the salon. I think starting that, just having a strong salon culture, even when I do interviews or we have new guests and we give tours in our salon, they feel it right away and just say how different we are.
What I love about this part of your story is that I would say that your trajectory, your who you are and the type of salon company that you have is really a wonderful rule of thumb. I think the typical Summit Salon, especially startup. You started this thing up, and it's small. It continues to get bigger. It's simple, and you rolled up your sleeve. It's your elbow grease. And when you said now that we're breaking even, that's a very real statement. I mean, everything you're doing is going back into the business, and now you're on the other side, and you're starting to see some fruits that you're bearing. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
What about, where do we go from here? Like, what's the future hold? What do you got cooking this year? What do you see yourself doing next year? I know that, you just graduated a Summit coach, and that's been a fast on-ramp for you. What else you got cooking?
Well, our salon goals is to have 7 full-time stylists on the floor by December, and then maybe 9 by next year. Who knows, maybe 20.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I'd love to open a second location someday when the time is right. And then just growing others into Summit and spreading the love. It's a great opportunity, and it's really cool to share with other people.
You know, I say this with tongue in cheek. I put on, you know, when I was posting on you today, I said the AKA the goal crusher, and I was being serious because I was with you when all of these goals that you set were glimmers in your eye. So when you say, you know, it's your intention to do a second salon, it's your intention to have, you know, 9, 10 people in the first salon. I remember you told me that long before you became a summit coach, that was the goal. You were all over your coach, Gavin Smith. You were calling me up. We were having breakfast. I was meeting you at seminars and stuff. So you're one of these people that once you set something, you get focused on it, and it becomes a reality.
Yep.
Now, there's a whole bunch of people, Emily, that are watching tonight, of course, to support you, but there's going to be a few thousand people that are going to be watching over the next few days, and they are not where you're standing. They're where you were, and they're watching this, and they're identifying with you, your story, what you're doing. They're going, whoa. But the big difference is she's standing in a place that is diametrically opposite of my place. It's the place she was standing. Is this possible for me? And there's, you know, you were there. You know, you have doubts. You know, you're scared. What would you say to them?
I mean, attending the summit and a coach is definitely helpful, but never give up. My biggest quote that I tell myself every day, and I'll share with everybody, is you eat an elephant one bite at a time. I always try to eat the whole thing that way.
Oh, yeah.
And then making sure to always have, you know, 3 people who you're close with and you can just call in crisis, like, hey, I'm having a hard day, like, talk me through this. I have 3 of those people, and they've helped me through it.
Yeah, you know, for all of us, it's not, you know, 1 step, 2 step, 3. It's not. It's you know, 2 steps back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. Sometimes it's 3 steps forward, 5 steps back, and I've watched that happen to you. And when you say you don't give up, I mean, you know, it can be excruciating, but you persevere.
Yeah. You have to.
Well, you have to is right. Well, we've got about 5-6 minutes left, and I just always love talking about, you know, the favorite best practices, the secrets, the keys to whatever's, and you and I were having the conversation, and I just love your keys. The first one is about you really give a lot of attention to salon tour. What is that?
So when our new guests enter the salon, or our current guests, typically our new guests, we give a new tour. So we tell them why we're Redken and Curology, what products we offer, what promotions we have, that we have gift cards available, our level loyalty points, all of the different things that we offer within our salon company. We actually have a highlight reel on our Instagram story of parts of it. And then if it's a returning guest, we just let them know what specials and promotions we have going on, and just letting them know everything. And we offer a beverage, and we do have a couple of small snacks available too. It just makes you feel like you're at home.
I mean, I love how you've incubated that and refined that. That is a big part of the guest experience, especially your first time guest with new referral. And you're running at, what is it, like 2/3 of your total guest count are first time guests. So I can only imagine you're doing a lot of salon tours on a daily basis.
Yes.
Then there's this other thing that I've watched you incubate in the last year. I think I was one of the first people you sent the first generation of it to. You know, the social digital consultation, but you have a form that supports that. What is that? Talk about that.
So with our new guests, we sit down with a consultation form, and we just get to know them before we start doing their hair. It just makes the bonding experience much more comfortable. We definitely go over like what they're looking for, what their style is, what their daily routine, how often they wash their hair, what they're using. And then we go through an entire beauty budget, and we put together the prices of the services that they're looking to have done. And we make sure they're comfortable with it. And if they're not, we break it up into a smaller thing or several visits and really talk about what to expect coming back.
I love that term, beauty budget, because no matter what kind of commitment they're making, you know, the end ticket, if it's well into triple digit, you will help the guest figure out how to begin that and not have buyer anxiety where money really never gets in the way. And you're doing that without discounting, which I absolutely love.
Well, then you can also offer them to a lower level stylist if, they aren't within your beauty budget.
Now, once we're done, I'm going to bring the guests back and actually show them the PowerPoint of the consultation form that you use. And then with your permission, if you text me the PDF of it, I'll re-upload it on the interview on my the comment box so that people will have that.
Okay.
And then that last key is you got like obsessive compulsive, world-class culture disorder. I mean, you put an enormous amount of consciousness into culture. Talk about that.
I mean, leading by example is the biggest one. If I wouldn't be willing to do something, I would never ask anyone in my company to do that thing. So making sure I do everything that they do. I treat myself as an employee. And we have just honesty is key. We have a 48-hour rule that Summit teaches. And if anyone ever, says anything that's not comfortable, you have a conversation about it, and it just keeps everybody really happy within our culture.
I love it. I'm looking at my dashboard and somebody's saying, I love the beauty budget idea. Great golden nuggets. I like the digital consultation form. So we're crushing it. Now, before I say goodbye, I've pulled up a perfect Instagram page. I'm going to put it over here so that they can see you and the. Let me see if I can figure out how I'm going to do this. There we go. Okay. So, and I'll put it up and I'll show it even more. I'm going to see if I can, without. Sometimes it can get crazy. Yeah, this is going to work better. You scooty over a little bit to the right just so that we can see both.
Oh, other right.
Yeah, you got it. All right. So I wanted them to see, first of all, I'll bring them to it. Your grids are remarkable. Those are $150, $200 tickets. So you've taken the mystery out of high tickets. You are really posting and branding yourself for that. Now, the other is you're using your Instagram highlights, like your first one, you've got a highlight, looks like it's about 12 slides for your product. When do your guests see this?
It's still pretty new. I think most of them see it when they find us.
So they'll watch it online.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do any of them watch this while they're processing and just to see what's cooking?
Not that I'm aware of, but we should start adding that into our consultation.
And then you have another one that you have Salon Tour. So in your Salon Tour, you've got a slideshow. How do you use that?
It's just something I thought would be nice for someone who was looking at our salon to be able to see that. So it just kind of shows.
So when somebody comes to page online, you can actually give them a tour.
Yeah, pretty much.
I love it.
I thought about doing it live once, but I haven't gotten to that point yet.
Then you've got reservations. You've got another one that's hair care offer. You've got another one that says education, your before and afters, and then your team. So it's almost like you built a version of your website on your highlight library.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Amazing. Well, listen, is there anything else you want to share before we have to say goodbye? I'm running out of time. I'd love to spend more time with you. I was thinking that we're on the back end of first quarter. You're on track to crush 400,000, and I think that I want to stay close to you, see what the last quarter looks like. Maybe bring you back for an encore.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me. Just if anyone out there is struggling and trying to grow, just keep going. Every day is a new day, and you can do it.
What I'll do, I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to bring them to some of your slides so they can see it. So I'll
Okay.
chat with you later, but it was a wonderful interview, Emily. I love you to the moon. I love your people. You're gonna text me who these people's names are, so that someday when they're crushing their goal, that they can come in and have their opportunity too. So thanks again. We're gonna give it up for you one more time because you
Thank you.
crushed it. All right, I gotta go to work.
Okay.
All right, see you later. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Nice, you guys. That was like really, really cool. I want to take you to some of her, some of the Instagram, some of her slides because I loved what she talked about in her keys. I mean, that was really bread and butter stuff. Salon Tour. 2/3 of her clients are coming from Salon Tour because she's using her social digital, her website right. She's using her Instagram page right. So a lot of new business, but everybody gets a tour. She's branded herself as Redken Purology. She's using loyalty reward, current service promotions, treatment areas, including menus, so they see it all, offering beverage and snack. It's that in and of itself is piece of the total of the total experience. Those emotional episodes in moments of time, and then she talked about her digital consultation and the form people fill out and how she builds a beauty budget so that I don't have enough money never gets in the way. And she does it all without discounting the services. I mean, that's what I think is blowing it up in her salon. And then, of course, she mentioned her culture is everything as well. And what I absolutely loved about I want you to go to her Instagram page, you guys, especially if you're a salon owner. It's a perfect hue. And you'll see that, yeah, she does extraordinary work as she's putting, like, look at that. You can see, what is that? 15 pieces of work, 15 grids, and out of 15 grids, you can see 15 $150 to $200 looks there on the hair. And then, no, wait, there's more. When you get to her page, make sure that you scroll her Instagram highlights library because it's almost like she's built another website into that. She does, gives a product presentation and a salon tour in her highlights, talks about how to make reservations, hair care offers, her education, before and afters, as well as her team. So she just does a wonderful, wonderful job. So I need you to give it up for her one more time. I think she crushed it. I really do. All right, well, listen, it was a wonderful, just a wonderful conversation. If you're new to the show, this is Facebook.com, Michael Cole Summit, all one small casing, and that is going to get you to this, I'm going to call it now a channel. This particular page, this community has become a learning channel for salons and spas and service providers, or whether you're a hairdresser, nail artist, esthetician, massage therapist, front desk. This is where you come and watch, not me do teaching, but I go out online, find the Jedis that are doing it, bring them in and interview them. So you hang out on this as if your first visit, just hang. You can also go to my Instagram platform, Michael Cole Summit. It's the same handle. I use that differently. I'm using it now for, really kind of motivational quotes, something inspirational daily. And then in both my Instagram highlights and my Facebook, Instagram stories and Facebook stories, as well as Instagram highlights, I take the favorites, that get the most engagement, and I turn that into a slideshow so that you can actually watch it. So I think you're going to enjoy it. The other play.com I want you to be living on is summitsalon.com. There's just too much great resource there for you not to be crawling that website. And on that website, of course, you're going to see our newest and greatest social digital script guide. It's become, this thing is blowing it up, guys. Coaches are using this. I'm getting on a daily basis direct messages on people using this, and it's making a difference. People are building salon meetings around this. There are 6 videotapes that you can actually watch that kind of support this. And then, of course, it's partner the social digital planner. We now have, you know, add-on opportunity columns, social media opportunity columns, where what are the things I want to be using my downtime for, in both using social media strategically as well as getting clear about what I want to offer guests on the front end of my windows. This is blowing up the income. So I would strongly recommend going on summit.com and finding that out. There's some other cool stuff on there as well. We've got a brand new .com that we launched, Summit Salon 365. And on that .com, we've got the social digital guest experience, 6 videotapes that you can actually stream. It's become like Summit Netflix. That's on my domain. Dave Kirby, Heather Bagby, they have rolled the intelligent verbiage into videos now that you can actually watch. This is great for salon meetings as well as school. And then Christy Valenzuela has something for marketing and branding, the gift cards and gift certificates. So I would strongly recommend getting on that .com, becoming a member. I mean, it's so inexpensive, it's ridiculous. So get on there and, you know, for a year hang out with us. It'll really support what you're doing. Then, no, wait, there's more. We now have an online social digital team where we, an 800-718-5949, we will do a complimentary 1-hour consultation with you to show what's possible on how we can like close the gap between what your social digital marketing and branding plan is, and frankly, what it's going to need to be for you to be competitive. Otherwise, you are going to become vulnerable in losing your business to salons that are just, the internet is here to stay. We teach people how to use the internet to blow up their income. And until you become as much of a Jedi on that as you are in all the other skill sets, you're going to not have the home court advantage. So I hope you take me up on our invitation. All of the interviews, this was our 154th episode, so get on that. If you get on summitsalon.com and slash it MC Live, you will see every single one of our episodes, our interviews, from the newest all the way down to the first, and there's 154 of them. They've been edited. Some of them are on 3-4 minute micro learnings. You don't necessarily need to watch them on your mobile. Heck, you can pair your mobile up to your car and experience as a podcast. And this is free, you guys, and you're not taking advantage of it. So I really want you to do that. Then, no, wait, there's more. We now have mobile calculators, if you can believe this, it's free on summitsalon.com, where all you need to do is dial in how much money you need to make a year or a month to, you know, really fund your life. We call it, you know, Me Inc. How much does it cost you to live, and how much more do you want to make? This calculator converts everything down to what we call the magic number, where we now know what service goal you need to hit, what retail goal you need to hit to always have more than enough money to live a great life. So, and there's like 6 of these calculators. Yes, and they're all for free. So you don't have to sign up for anything. I mean, give us your email so that we can, you know, stay in touch with you. But that's free on summitsalon.com. And you're not using it. So go on and use it. And then we have also, no, wait, there's more, the Summit Tracking app. So you can sign up for free, and it measures what you treasure. It measures all of your guest counts. It measures your rebooks. It measures all the services that you do, the different types of guests, and it'll even put it in picture form if you don't understand data, so that you can set goals and know where you're hitting. It's a great coaching tool. At the end of the month, your people show up with their mobile, and you now are coaching them. You pair that with the social digital script guide, the social digital planner. I mean, we've made it too simple, not easy. It's simple. So hang out with us and learn how. So this is our sponsor, L'Oreal Professional Product Division. And in there, of course, we got Redken, we have Purology, we have Matrix, we have Mazzani, we have L'Oreal Professional, Kerastase, Baxter, Essie, Shoe as well. And these are the brands that support the work we do. So please use those brands. When you use those brands, it really deepens the conviction of our sponsors, and their financial support, frankly, it gives us the affordability to be able to bring this kind of technology to you for free. I mean, it's like we're in a whole new era now. The internet's like blowing it up. So hang out with us. Also, I want to thank Salon Centric, State Beauty, and RDA ProMart. Their SSCs, their DSCs would be more than happy to schedule a complimentary in-salon consultation by a Summit coach at the Summit Salon Business Center to show you what's possible. So get involved in this, you guys. It's just too good to not to. So great show. 8:32, did a great job, had a lot of fun with you. Next week, we got another special guest. We're going to do it again. There'll be a couple more videos that we'll do between now and then, and got a special that we're doing next week for the Summit Salon social media group that 12 salon owners signed up for, myself and Luke Hofstetter. So it's wonderful. Great night. Going to let you go and see you next.